and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new. I'm Elliandra and welcome back to another speed build. I hope you have had an amazing start to 2019. This is my first video of the year. It's been a couple of days. I know today's the 3rd of January, but honestly, I've just been taking a couple of days off, relaxing, having a nice time, and we are back, back on the grind today. I have decided to build the apartment from How I Met Your Mother because I did the apartment a couple of months ago from Friends, the TV show, and I loved building that so much. It was so much fun trying to replicate a real life apartment in The Sims 4. And so many of you guys left comments asking for me to do some other TV shows, and a lot of them were the apartment from How I Met Your Mother. And actually, I have been rewatching How I Met Your Mother for the 3rd time recently. I am on season 6 right now, so in the last, I want to say month, I have watched like 5 seasons and I'm on the 6th one. So I love How I Met Your Mother. This is my 3rd time watching it and it's a great show. I don't know which one I like more, How I Met Your Mother or Friends. I think they're both amazing, really funny, iconic shows. Friends obviously being a little bit more well known. How I Met Your Mother is a little bit newer and maybe it's meant for a little bit of an older audience. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not good with stuff like that, but it's a really, really great show. And one of the main sets where they film is this apartment, which is in the beginning of the show. It is Ted and Marshall's apartment, and Lily sort of lives there as well. Lily being Marshall's fiance. This video might include some small spoilers about the events throughout the show. So just a warning about that. But yeah, during the show, there are lots of them live here. I kind of based this around the first couple of seasons and then a few things from the later seasons. Honestly, like the layout in the back changes a little bit, and then obviously the bedroom on the right, it belonged to Marshall and Lily, and then it belonged to Robin, and you know, there's just I just made it be like kind of neutral. I think it works out really, really well. In the friend's apartment that I did, I really loved the kitchen and it turned out so well. In this apartment, I really tried to make the living room area look so much like the actual TV show. I'm not sure how well it looks like in pictures, but I honestly think I did a pretty good job. And also a little side note, if you are new to the channel and new to these videos, I am going to be talking throughout this entire video. That is how I do speed builds. If I wasn't talking, I would find it boring as a viewer. I don't know. I just like to listen to people. If you don't want to listen to me talk for, how long is this video? 18 minutes. Feel free to mute it and put on some music or whatever else you would enjoy listening to more than my voice. But I got so many comments about that in the last video because it kind of blew up and it got a lot of views from people who aren't used to Sims 4 speed builds. So yes, I am going to be talking the entire video, mostly about the apartment, but I just usually ramble on a lot. So anyway, oh my god, the layout of this apartment, I changed it out a lot throughout building this. I think I cut those parts out, but at the start I made it way too big and just wasn't working, and then I changed the size a lot. Also, I was using like a picture that I found on Google as a reference to what the like shape and like size of the apartment actually is. I don't think we see all sides of the apartment on camera because it is filmed from a specific angle. I don't think you really see that side of the apartment. You might in some scenes, I'm not really sure. Haven't watched the entire series back yet. I have been taking like 20 or 30 screenshots throughout the episodes just for me to use as a reference to build this. So I did have a lot of reference pictures because I was like, oh yeah, you can see that wall, you can see that corner, you can see Ted's bedroom. Let me take a screenshot. So I did have a lot of reference, but I kind of just made up some parts of the apartment that you can't really see. Basically the wall like behind where I'm looking at right now, you don't see there because that is where they film from. I'm pretty sure this is a set where there is no wall there. And then, yeah, the tables. Okay, so the back of the apartment, it's actually like a split level apartment, same as, I think, the Friends apartment also is a split level apartment, but I couldn't really make that work here because we are building on a penthouse lot. So I just made it be like the same level all around. But the back of the apartment, that is where Ted, I think at first he has like a small table or desk with a computer. Then he has his huge, this like drawing table. I'm not sure what it's called exactly, but Ted is an architect and he needs this like huge table thingy that's like tilted, and he does his like, architecture stuff right there. So we don't have a drawing table in The Sims, so I'm actually using the woodworking table because I thought it kind of looked a little bit similar. It was like a flat, big desk. I don't know. It's a woodworking table. Honestly, it has nothing to do with architecture, but I think I made it work. And then I did give him like an office desk on the opposite side of that, where he does have a big computer like he does later on in the series. Then there is at some point is another desk there. Then they have a desk here behind the red couch. There's just a lot of desks everywhere, so I don't know what I did and if the layout is ever exactly like this. Like I said, I was mixing the layouts, but honestly, I think it works. And then obviously you have the big fireplace right there, which is quite iconic. You can see it in a lot of the shots, and it has these like more vintage posters on top, which I tried to replicate. And then they have a piano. I'm not sure who plays the piano. I think Marshall played it at some point when he was singing about Slapsgiving. I think that I remember that, but I'm up to season 6 and I don't remember anyone else ever using the piano, so I'm not really sure who it belongs to. But the piano that we have in The Sims 4 is this like massive one. I don't know what it's called in English, but it's really big. It's not the same size, so I'm actually using like an electric piano keyboard thingy instead, but I thought it would kind of do the job. And then we were just in Ted's bedroom, which actually has blue walls and green floors, which is very interesting. It's got like a green carpet throughout the whole room, and then the other room has red walls and a blue carpet. I never paid attention to the carpet before I was making this video, and I really like it don't look too great, but I tried to make it work. And I also in this room I flipped the layout a little bit. Those two or that little side table with the TV is actually on the right side of the door, and then on the left side you would have the chair and just some random stuff on the floor, but I flipped it because otherwise it wouldn't work in The Sims. It was a little bit hard to try to replicate it in The Sims because obviously it's a real life thing, and this is Sims. I'm using very limited items, and again, absolutely no custom content. All these items are from actual EA made packs. I probably used most of them, but zero custom content in this whole build. That is how I always build, and I like to think of it as a challenge to see how well I can recreate this apartment without using like the actual items that someone probably has made as custom content for The Sims, considering how big and famous How I Met Your Mother is. But I did it without it, and I actually think it turned out well. Ted's bedroom, we don't see a lot in the series. There was an episode, I think I used an episode where Stella is watching Star Wars, and then Marshall and Ted are waiting in here. You can see the room, and then there was another room where Ted had 2 girls up in the apartment, and then the rest of the gang was hiding in this room. That episode. So I used those as reference, and then I probably change this a lot. I'm pretty sure Ted moves at some point. He hasn't yet in where I am at right now, and I don't exactly remember what happens because it has been at least 3 years since I last watched this, but pretty sure they don't stay in this apartment forever, which is really sad, but kind of, I don't know, nostalgic. So I still wanted to build this. I do think this is what everybody sees as like the iconic How I Met Your Mother apartment. And then on this side you have the kitchen right there, and it has this like cut out in the wall that I have kind of recreated in The Sims. It has kitchen counters on the other side. You can kind of pass food through, and it has a little side table there as well with a chair, so you can work there too. There's so many desks and tables in this apartment. And then the kitchen is, I think the kitchen is more beige, but honestly I couldn't find the right kitchen counter, so I made it white in The Sims. We didn't have a very good swatch to replicate it. And then I put a tiny table in the kitchen because you can't really see that corner, so I was like, why not? I think pretty sure in the earlier seasons they had like a little small table that they were moving around. I think I remember seeing Lily and Marshall with that. And then they have a round dining table outside of the kitchen, which is where they eat. I put 4 chairs there usually, or sometimes they have 6 chairs there. They can move it around if it's like Thanksgiving or Christmas or something. but I think it works. And then I have the swords on the wall. They're not in the same angle as in the show, but it is two swords. I thought it was really good. They are from The Sims 4 Get Famous. I was so excited when I saw that we had them. They were perfect because those swords are also quite iconic for the apartment. Don't think they stay there the whole time, but there's been a lot of episodes where they do mention them, and then Ted and Marshall have a whole fight with the swords as well. And then for the rest of the apartment, when I actually started looking at like what furniture they have around, they have a lot of junk. They have a lot of like random bits on the floor, like throughout the first couple of seasons. At the back of the main room, they have like this huge red what is it called, like chest at the back, and I didn't have that in The Sims, so I couldn't replicate that. Unfortunately, I put some other boxes down, and then there's just like a random little piles of stuff on the floor that you don't really pay attention to, but it definitely makes the apartment look lived in, not like a set where they're filming. It definitely looks like their real apartment. But yeah, there's just a lot of random stuff on the floor, like Ted's room, and there's a lot of stuff. So I don't know, I kind of just improvised and did my best trying to recreate it. The kitchen is pretty nice. It's actually quite big. I don't think we see it a lot. Obviously, they do go in there sometimes, but it's not like the main room because it is quite small. And then, oh yeah, the windows on this side of the apartment, I just added some of my own because I felt like they needed some more windows. Don't know if they would realistically be there or if there would be another apartment on that side. I don't know, we never see them, but I put a window even here in the kitchen, one there where the dining table is, and then one in the living room. And then here is a small table I decided to put in the kitchen. You've got your oven and the fridge. The fridge has like so many cute little magnets and things on the door, but we don't have a fridge like that in The Sims. Why not? That is such like a thing. So many people put magnets and put whatever post-it notes on their fridge. We don't have anything like that in The Sims. Maybe as custom content, but again, custom content free build for you guys today. And then I decided to add in a dishwasher. I'm not 100% sure if they have one, but I think they do, so it's in there. They've got a microwave in that corner, and then the coffee machine right there as well. I think in the first season there was something about it. Lily bought them a new, it might have been the second season, I don't know. Lily bought them a new coffee machine because the old one was really, really bad and dangerous, and was basically giving them shocks every time they turned it on. And then there's a lot of shelves in this apartment, a lot of art. Lily being an artist, and then Ted is also like, I think he's quite an artistic person. Obviously, he is an architect, and then I think he's into music, and he's just a very like sophisticated. He's such a dad. That's what he is. He's such a dad. And then the bathroom. Oh my god. For this, I used the episode for reference where Marshall and Lily get stuck in the bathroom, or basically because Ted and Victoria are in the apartment and they don't want them to know that they are home. So they just hang out here for like the entire episode. I think it was in the first season. I went back and took a few more screenshots. So they have a shower in here, and then they have a toilet and a sink like you do in every bathroom. And then they have some storage in there. Can't really see it that well again, but I tried to recreate it to the best of my abilities. The whole apartment, I just made it very, very cluttered. There's a lot of clutter and mess everywhere. I think I even put laundry on the floor in here. I don't know where they do their laundry. I don't know if they have a laundry machine in that corner, if they have a laundry machine in the kitchen, or if they have a laundry room in the apartment building. I don't know. I don't remember it coming up. I know in Friends they did their laundry in a laundry room downstairs, like in the building, but for How I Met Your Mother, I don't know. But yeah, I would love to know if you guys have watched How I Met Your Mother, and what did you think about it, if you like the ending or not, because personally I did not like the ending, but you know, it's a big controversy. And then, who's your favorite character? I don't even know. I feel like everyone likes Barney. Obviously, he is kind of the funniest character in the show, and I love Neil Patrick Harris, so I love Barney. I love Marshall. Ted is just Ted. I don't know. But let me know in the comments if you've watched it and what you think about it, and what other builds you'd like to see from different TV shows or movies, because I do enjoy doing these a lot. They are a lot of work and you do need to do a lot of research, but I had a lot of fun with this. And honestly, once I did my research, it didn't take me that long to build. I think it took me like 3 or 4 hours. So not that long. I mean, it's a pretty big apartment. And by the way, this does not fit in an apartment inside my shoe note. It is not a single apartment. I am currently building in the Fountain View penthouse, which is in the arts quarter of San Myshuno. So there's a little small penthouse, like the most right of the buildings. It's a penthouse, and you can go there. You can place this whole thing down. I have uploaded it to the gallery as a room. So grab the whole room. I even put walls around it so it will look more square and make more sense. You've got some extra walls there with windows on them. So put it down the middle of the freaking penthouse lot, and then you can put a roof or something on it if you want. It's not the prettiest, but honestly it works. And I did make a little hallway with the necessary items, which is an elevator, and then they have a trash chute and a mailbox. It is a very small hallway, a lot smaller than in the actual show, but it's just what I made for The Sims. And yeah, it is a penthouse lot, so it does not fit any of the apartments, because otherwise the windows wouldn't have been right and the size wouldn't have been right. So I decided to build it as a penthouse lot. Here I'm just finishing the other bedroom. I'm kind of making this as if it would be a Lily and Marshall still living in here. I took reference from the episode where Lily paints Barney nude, so they are doing it in that that room. She's got an easel in there, and it's a pretty nice room. I just don't really like the red walls. It's quite a lot. And then I made this little booze table here because they drink a lot of alcohol in that show. That's why I'm saying it might be for like a bit of an older audience, but they have a table there. Those bottles probably won't be there if you download this from the gallery because they are from the debug menu, but you can put something else there. And here are the screenshots now. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had so much fun building this. It will be on the gallery if you want it. You can find it under my username, which is ElliandraYT, or under the hashtag Elliandra. And make sure to give this video a huge thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and consider subscribing if you are new here. I do post new Sims videos almost every single day, and if you haven't seen my recreation of the friend's apartment in The Sims 4, I will link it in the top right corner right now. Go click on it, go watch it. It turned out so good. And let me know in the comments what build you'd like to see me do next. What other TV shows or movies you want to see in The Sims. I am open to ideas. Anyways, you guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're having a great start to 2019. And I'll see you again soon. Bye! This